When the old man saw the army of ants coming, he quickly took out a crystal skull. In the next second, something strange happened. The swarm of ants ignored it and moved ahead. The soldiers who could not escape got absorbed in the swarm of ants. Seeing this, the woman immediately ran towards a dry tree, caught hold of the hanging vine, and started climbing up with all her might. But the swarm of ants was not ready to let her go so easily. The ants quickly made a ladder by climbing on each other. One ant immediately climbed on top of the woman, whom she crushed with her foot. Soon, with the help of her companions, the woman was also saved. To escape from the swarm of ants, everyone quickly started descending from the hill using ropes. Those who were running away from the ants under the leadership of the professor also reached there. They had no other option to avoid becoming the prey of the ants, so they jumped straight from the hill with the car. The car fell on a big tree, the branches of which bent down due to its weight, due to which everyone landed safely on the surface of the water. But suddenly, the branch of the tree jumped and hit the rock. Before anyone could breathe a sigh of relief, everyone saw that there was a 100-meter-high waterfall ahead. There was no time to stop the car, and everyone fell straight down. Thankfully, everyone's life was saved because they were inside the car. Somehow, they climbed the edge and finally came out safely. Now they just had to pass through the eyes of the weeping mountain god so that they could reach the lost city of gold. Seeing this, everyone immediately entered the cave behind the waterfall. Inside the cave, they saw that there were 13 tall crystal skeletons sitting on pure gold chairs, but the head of one was missing. There was a legend that if the skull was placed back in its original place, then the power to understand all the mysteries of the universe would be obtained. The very next moment, the crystal skull suddenly got attached to the skeleton by itself. After this, something happened in front of everyone's eyes that sent a shiver down their spine. The crystal skeleton seemed to have come alive and started looking at everyone from a height. Then the professor came forward and started speaking in the ancient Mayan language. The crystal skeleton expressed gratitude for their help and said that whoever returned the skull would get a priceless reward. On hearing this, the woman immediately expressed her wish that she would return to the universe. She wanted to understand the world and gain knowledge of those civilizations which were beyond this world. But as soon as she said this, white smoke started coming out of the eyes of the 12 crystal skeletons, which gave everyone a strange feeling. In a few moments, the roar of the machines started resonating inside the palace. Gold dust started falling, and the environment around started changing rapidly, breaking into pieces and joining again. Dazzling light spread all around. Meanwhile, the professor explained that the crystal skeletons were multidimensional creatures, and that the huge machine above their heads could probably send them to another time frame. On hearing this, everyone tried to run away from there, but the woman was still greedy. She wanted to know the truth of everything, but as soon as the crystal skeletons joined together, the woman's mind suddenly started overloading. In a few seconds, she turned into a bright light and entered the portal formed between the dimensions. At the same time, the entire ancient gold empire started falling rapidly. The huge machines, which had been stopped for centuries, started working, due to which the professor and everyone else got stuck in a life-threatening situation. But just at the last moment, a huge flood came, which pushed everyone out of the well above, and their lives were saved.